respective houses.
Yeah, Christmas.
And then when my grandparents became snowbirds, it was our last chance to see them for like 3-4 months. So
do they still snowbird?
Mm-hmm.
Where do they go?
Vero Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of old people down there? Is there just a lot of old people in Florida?
Yeah.
Is there?
A
lot of people on scooters.
And
They
they're
have
scary drivers.
Well, I think
they
that's
hop
just
on
because
I think it's because a lot of old.
I think it's just because, well, not only because you have a lot of old people, but you just have a lot of people from all over. And like, we're here in Ohio, right? And we're saying, we can deal with Ohio drivers, but you get someone from another state and they'll tell you that Ohio drivers are fucking nuts. Mm-hmm. Well, we go to that other state and we're like, their drivers are fucking nuts. Mm-hmm.
It's all
I don't know how it works.
It's all relative.
It is all relative. Like, I don't know how that works, but we all kind of just...
Yeah.
We have to deal with a lot of those people from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Haven't you worn that one before?
It is not what I thought it was.
No, I just got this.
Oh.
I got this down in Florida. It was one of the houses they did for Horror Nights.
What do you think it was?
Darth Maul.
Yeah, it does look like it.
It does look like. I saw the eyes. I'm like, oh, those are Sith eyes.
Well, it's not like they can, get anyone on copyright infringement because it's Disney anyways.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, no, this was Universal.
Oh, it was Universal.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Hello!
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
Welcome to another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I'm your host, Papa Smurf.
Old Man Viking.
I be Redbeard.
Oh, Florida, man.
Wake up, bitch. I'm 31.
I mean, he had a shower. You'd think he'd be awake by now.
Now, listen,
It was a cold shower.
I wasn't. It did get a
Those
little.
should definitely wake you up.
It did get a little chilly on the way. It is raining up here in the great state of Ohio.
Thanks to a hurricane.
But me and Florida man,
Yeah, thanks to Florida.
Yeah, me and Florida man, we're both fucking dumb. And I haven't been able to ride my bike all week.
Yeah.
All fucking week. And I'm like, I'm texting him all morning long, like, God damn it, I really want to ride, but I don't really want to ride in the rain. Like, I don't really care. And he's like, fuck it. He's like, I'm doing it. And then he gets here and sends me a picture of his bike sitting out there. I'm like, fuck it. I'm doing it.
As soon as he pulled up, I just go, oh, that's bold of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted to get out and ride, and I at least got a little bit of zoomies in. Not
Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
nothing.
Well, I think tomorrow's low chance of rain.
Yeah.
The next 2 days, it's like 24%.
Yeah, tomorrow I had seen that there is no rain tomorrow. It's Ohio, so it's probably going to rain. I'm sure that's going to change.
Oh, damn. He is a super fan.
But, oh, Jesus.
What the fuck is that?
We have the football game on right now, too.
We have Pitts Puke on.
Yeah, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
Papa 31 would be upset if I referred to it as Piss Puke. If I didn't refer to it as that.
Well, that's because he's a Browns fan, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I understand.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I know. And so I was torn.
We still had him.
I know, actually. I was torn because...
No wonder why they're winning.
The Colts, I know. The Colts quarterback actually got hurt in the
Anthony
first quarter.
Richardson.
Or whatever. Yeah, he got hurt. And then they were like, oh, they're going to bring Joe Flacco in. And I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. I watched last year. I watched Browns games just to watch Joe Flacco.
And it was, my dad always said it was weird because it's like we've rooted against him
for so long.
like 10 years or however long he was playing with the Ravens. And now we're like, come on, Joe, let's do this.
And so now I'm kind of torn. Like, obviously, I'm a Steelers fan, and that is what it is. You can take it or leave it. But I am a fan of Joe Flacco now. Like, he came back into the league, and he's still really good.
Yeah.
He just threw two really bad passes, but
He
still
did.
really good.
The one was
This last one was bad.
the last one was bad, but anyways, yeah.
You guys are both just fucking out of it.
What? What are we talking about here? Hello.
So anyways, yeah, to get back to there's a stake. Toucans. Toucans unfortunately has the Rona. So he's at home.
My Corona.
Not here. He won't be at work. God damn it. There
Is
it
it
goes.
Corona Extra or just the regular?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
So
Any
he's not here, but Redbeard, You have returned.
I have returned. It's been a minute.
Welcome back from the dead.
Thank you. Oh, I wasn't dead. I just had a lot of shit going on. So.
And you
picked the perfect week to go.
Oh my God!
I know. I was thinking about that because I was having to think like he came back and then like 3 days later, hurricane hit.
We had all the luck in the world when we were down there. The weather was perfect the whole time.
Did you see any alligators
at all? No, there are no alligators. And I know we had I was telling Florida man earlier this week when I got back. I know I almost did it. It's been a minute, but. There are also no gator signs anywhere where I was at, specifically in Disney. So, I know we had talked about that in the past, but whatever. There's just a giant body of water. I'm sure there are alligators everywhere.
probably.
Yeah.
Well, especially now, all the flooding.
There's a video of a camera that was on top of a street light, and there was just a swarm of fucking alligators right next to a car that was stuck in it.
No thanks.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that worries me, like, about those kind of, like, flooding situations. It's not so much, I mean, the water sucks, don't get me wrong. But places like that where
you have that kind of wildlife, and now you're giving them more of their natural habitat.
Yeah, because I knew, after the flooding water goes away and you go to get in your pool and there's an alligator sitting in it that wasn't in there yesterday.
Yeah, so obviously he mentioned it, but you went to Disney.
Yep.
And, what'd you do? I haven't been to Disney in so many years, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was my first time really going outside of... Well, when I was a child, I went, but I don't retain that information, so I don't really remember it.
It's his mic.
Is it? Yeah. Squeeze it.
No.
There we go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You had my shitty mic. Yeah, the one that would just hum for whatever fucking
and it was
reason.
humming. And I thought it was the blower, but you went and turned that off.
It off. Yeah.
No, but yeah, we did a lot. We did Hollywood Studios Disney the first day, which would have been Monday, and they have all of the Star Wars stuff. So I was a little kid. I was a little kid for pretty much this whole trip. So it was extremely exciting. We rode almost everything. My sister-in-law is a guru when it comes to these things, so she had everything dialed in and knew exactly what she was doing. So efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got to do a lot. My daughter flew the Millennium Falcon, so that was pretty cool. Didn't know they had that ride there.
No.
It actually, the Millennium Falcon's out, and you can see it, and then you go through this queue to get into the ride, and then you get put in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon.
God.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, she got to pull the hyperspace lever down. And I'm just sitting there this is the best thing in the world. And we rode a couple other things there. There was Rise of the Resistance ride. It's their most popular ride there right now. So we rode that one. You go through a bajillion stages. You get kidnapped by the First Order. You get put into a prison cell, and then you get broke out of a prison cell. A whole piece of the wall comes out, and then you get on the ride, and that's a whole experience. So that was amazing. Tuesday,
Your Crocs.
I got
squeaking.
Is that what it is?
There go the Crocs. Tuesday we did Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and that was at Magic Kingdom. So that was a special event till 2 a.m. And that was crazy. We did a ton of stuff there. And then the rest of the week we did Universal Studios stuff. So Wednesday night I did Halloween Horror Nights, and that was amazing. That's also another 2 a.m. special event ticket. So
Yeah, you said you didn't sleep much.
I didn't sleep at all. And I didn't sleep this whole first week back, Came back on my 6-day work week.
I thought of that too. I'm that's the shittiest time to come back to work.
Not the best decision, but I only had to use 32 hours of my leave last week, so it is what it is. The week's over now. It's done.
I had a fantastic week on our 6-day week because
Fucking bitch.
Did Florida Man's route on Monday.
Well, hold on. You started your rotation on a Saturday.
On the day off.
On the long weekend. So didn't come into work Saturday. Obviously off Sunday. Did Florida Man's route on Monday. Did unit training for 3 days, and then did the route he knew the least.
Yeah, I did do the route I knew the least for the weekend. So
for
that
2
was
days
actually
straight,
good.
so that helped you.
Which did help me. Looking back on that, I think it's still going to be a learning curve with that because Saturday we had just a ton of fucking mail.
Mm-hmm.
And
ton of magazines.
And casing, that took me a long time. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to this.
There's a learning curve. Once you're in, maybe 3 months, you'll feel really good about it.
Yeah, and that's what I figured. Because most routes, if I'm on there for a week, it's like, okay, we're good.
That's what we were saying earlier. It's like usually takes us like 3-4 days of casing every day to learn it, but you're on it. You're only on that for once a week. Right. So that 3-4 days is spread out over a month. So.
Right. So Vikings old route is going to be my next real challenge, I think.
That or mine.
Yours is going to be a little bit as well.
In terms of casing. Then once you're on the street,
in terms of casing,
you're going to be like, oh, this is fucking easy.
Well, I think that goes with all the routes that I have. Like, I've run all the routes. Mm-hmm. Like, I've done all the routes. It's the casing part that's going to get me. So, barring any real changes to your old route.
Yeah, unless somebody mess with it, I
think it flows pretty. I pretty much know that one.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the phone with me to help me through some of the trickier things, but I don't think it's all that bad.
I think the only part of your old route I did was the CBUs and a couple swings after that. Yeah. Like an hour after that. It's the only part I've ever done.
Yeah, and then it just keeps going. I mean, you hit a couple park points.
Yeah,
and then you hit the one park point and you just do the rest of the route.
Yeah, once you get to that couple little small ones right after the CBUs, that's when I usually take lunch.
After the CBUs?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 2 small swings after that.
Yeah, man, that's the other thing. I do not know when to fucking take lunch.
Yeah, you're gonna give it 3 months, man, and then you'll love it. It's the best.
I already am feeling, and I know it sounds stupid, but there's already a relief. A weight off my shoulders, because
you don't give a shit about the names really unless there's like a card for it.
We'll just take this last week, right? I missed 3 days. Mm-hmm. If I miss 3 days of my own route, I'm in a panic.
Right.
I'm so anxious about everything, and then you got to fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for you guys whose route it may be, but
for us it's only 1 day that it would have been fucked.
Yeah, and so.
Well, thankfully, when you were off, and then it was my day off, I had a CCO on who I know
already knew the route.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, so it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe a couple missed names here and there, but nothing crazy.
And even then, nothing crazy is easy to deal with.
Right,
so
yeah.
I delivered the route to the best of my ability over the weekend, so I hope the guy that's routed is, I hope he's all right with what I did. I guess that's the other thing. I have this, and Redbeard, I don't know if you feel this way or not, but like, I'm rotating on your route. Like, I want to do the best I can for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one route on my string where probably won't care too much.
Florida Man's?
No.
Well, yeah, I know which one it is. The brown route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not because of the route. It's because that
simmer down. Simmer down. The day off.
The day off.
The day off is brown. The color of the route is brown. I know how that sounded, but he knew what I meant.
So we're not talking about Mexicans here. Or whoever else might be brown. Jesus.
Jesus was brown.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can you even see brown?
I mean,
he doesn't see color.
So I saw another video. I do see color, motherfucker. I saw another video the day before.
We went over this last time.
Not only do we see colors differently, because we're colorblind, but
and you normies,
every single person sees colors different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
even though we're both colorblind, our blue is different from each other.
Oh, definitely.
And then their blue is different from each other. So everyone sees blue differently.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, you motherfuckers.
I'm just getting flashbacks to the couple episodes before Thanksgiving where I just turned on the game up on the big screen.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just,
because we were upstairs.
And we're just all watching like oh.
So you enjoyed yourself at Disney?
Oh, yes. It was the best time ever.
Did you... I think I asked you this, but maybe... I don't remember the answer. When you went to Universal, did you go to Harry Potter World?
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was incredible. That was one of the things I was most looking forward to because I love Harry Potter. So we did that. I saved that for like Friday and Saturday because my in-laws did stuff Thursday night, and I kind of just hung out with my daughter. So we did that stuff. We kind of got screwed out of doing Hagrid's like motorbike adventure Friday. We got in line super early for early admission, and then the ride broke down. So, go figure. So we got out, did some more stuff with my daughter, and then me and my sister-in-law ended up going back. And instead of hitting up Hagrid's, we went and rode Forbidden Journey, which is the ride in the Hogwarts castle there.
Okay.
So that one was super cool. You go through the castle. There's a whole queue you get to go through. You get to see Dumbledore's office. I mean, it's amazing. Like, the castle looks just like the one from the movies and everything. And as you're going through, there's all the pictures are talking to you. They're talking to each other. Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron, like, come out and talk to you, like, before you get on the ride and, like, give you this whole, like, setup before you get on. And then you get on, it's four people across, and it's on a giant control arm. And it's one where you go through, there's a big screen, you're watching stuff, but then there's a ton of interactive stuff. But it was amazing. I got blasted by a dragon, like, right in the face.
Phrasing. There's one.
Right in the face.
Right in the
that's one thing that
face.
sounds nicer about like those kind of rides versus like Cedar Point rides where you're just standing in a line.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
it keeps you
standing
like
in
you're
line and
doing
they-
things and you're interacting with stuff as you're waiting for that ride, so it doesn't feel like you've
So
been
a
sitting there
lot of
for an hour
those
and a half.
lines, they're inside, like,
Yeah.
They're
and
in.
they always have shit going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Keeps you entertained.
Yeah, you're not just sitting there
Yeah.
going, Jesus Christ, I've been standing here for 45
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you could be in a line for an hour and a half and not realize it because
Yep.
you're constantly being, entertained by something.
Yeah, so almost all the rides have a queue, and it is nice. You don't have to sit there just looking at nothingness. There's stuff to do, and it helps pass the time by. So
That's for sure one thing that I totally want to go see.
yeah,
is-
it's amazing. So there's Hogsmeade, the castle, Hagrid's motorbike adventure on the island side. And then when you go to the Universal Studios side, that's where Diagon Alley is.
Oh.
And that's super cool because you don't even see it, like, when you're walking on the studio side.
Just like
Just like in
Like
the
in the
movies.
movies.
And my sister-in-law took me back because the triple-decker bus is out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes in through, like, this brick side thing. And I'm like, oh, what's back here? And I'm like, oh, my. Like, we walk through, and I'm like, oh, my God, it's Diagon Alley. I'm freaking out. So it was awesome. Gringotts, the Gringotts ride is in there. So you get to go through the bank. You see all the, like, little trolls and stuff. And that one is just like it is in the last two movies when they're on the, like, rail going down to get to Bellatrix's vault and stuff.
yeah.
So you get to go through that one. That one's like a simulated one, but you're actually on, like, more of a roller coaster. But yeah, that one's incredible too. It's just all, it's all just.
Now, how much did it cost for you to go down there for the whole week?
I don't know.
80,000.
It was a lot of money, and my sister-in-law paid for everything, and I don't know how I'm ever gonna, like, pay her back for that. Like, just
Yeah.
in general, it was.
I know I had planned a trip down to Universal for like a week. And obviously Disney's there too, but I was specifically Universal for a week. And hotels and Universal passes,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It was like $5,000.
Yeah.
Because
That was probably
Definitely
about,
if you get the 2-park pass.
Well, her and her mom are pass holders, so I know they get some sort of discount, and then they get discount, like 10% discounts, like in the park on everything. But
For Disney or Universal?
Universal, they're pass holders. So we stayed on Universal Resorts.
Yeah.
So then you don't, you're not paying for transportation. You just get on a bus and go, or on a boat, depending on which one you're staying at.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure it was a pretty penny. But yeah, they go a lot, so, like, they really know what they're doing when it comes to that stuff. So I'm sure that they saved money any way
talked
that they
about-
could, but I'm sure it was very expensive.
Yeah.
we talked about with the back pay, taking a portion of that back pay and doing like a big family vacation like that. Well,
Oh, that's a good idea. Too bad I'm buying another motorcycle.
Or you know what you could do? Is
I'm not.
just
Buy a
get-
piss missile. I just love. I'm not. I'm whatever you suggest. I'm not doing.
buy a super bike.
Ooh, a super sport?
Yeah.
Like a HR?
Or
H2R?
I'm not interested.
H2Rs aren't street legal. You have to go with the H2.
It's
Yeah,
only,
no.
it's
Oh,
only
okay,
wrong.
okay, fine. Yeah, the
It's
H2.
only wrong if you get caught.
Yeah, because it only goes an absurd amount of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's true. It is only legal if you get caught.
No. I'm good.
Well, I do agree that might be a good use of something like that. I'll have to look into
We're
that.
gonna put some money aside for fix up the house, but we figured if we take like $4 or $5 and go.
Yeah. I figure I buy a new motorcycle. I don't have to look at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend doing like fast pass stuff too.
Oh, I was going to ask you that. Did you get fast passes?
So, the way my sister-in-law did a lot of the stuff was we had fast passes for like each attraction that you could use like one time instead of just having like a fast pass for the whole day that you get on. Like it's very, just. I don't know how like Universal worked. Like for when we did Horror Nights, we had a fast pass for every haunted house that we could use one time, and then we also had like early admission, like Stay and Scream, so that we didn't have to use those right away. So we hit like 3 houses.
Because you were
up.
in there before everyone.
Yes. Yeah. So we hit 3 houses up beforehand that we were able to go back and hit again with the fast passes and not have to wait because we were ahead of when the admission was. And then while you're over there, we had a fast pass for every ride in the Universal side.
So you can at least go do it once, and then if you wanted to do it again, you may have to wait in the line.
So like we rode the Mummy ride there. There was no wait for it when we went initially, so we didn't use our fast passes. So when we went back at the end of the night, we were able to use the fast pass for that. Now Disney, apparently you have to like reschedule ahead of time.
What? Are you bored?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, princess.
Yeah.
No, there's something.
There's nothing.
But yeah.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah, whatever.
Us young bloods over here got our own little lingo.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
are you signing each other? Like,
Yeah.
Spreading love notes over there.
what are you doing?
No, nothing. Don't worry about it.
You drew a penis on your...
Oh, it's Fred.
Yeah, Florida man's just over here tattooing his hand.
So,
It's because he's not involved in any of the conversations yet. So
well,
should
this
be.
one,
He's
this
Florida
one,
man.
this one will be
I'm
interesting.
kinda involved in it.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed you didn't ride the Hulk because
I'm disappointed too, but I wrote a lot of stuff, so I'm not really like.
I have seen
Did
videos.
you go to what is it, Cartoon Town?
Oh, now he wants to join in on the conversation.
The like tune.
Yeah.
So I passed through it. There's not a lot of rides over there, and mostly the rides that are over there.
Water rides.
Yeah, and you get soaking wet.
And
Glad
it's
I
awesome because
glad-
it's 100 degrees
Yeah,
out there.
so it was hot. It was hot. Me and my daughter got on that Popeyes ride.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad that it was the last ride we rode, because I'm like in the seat with my feet up like this, trying to not get soaking wet. Didn't happen. I got annihilated. And we were in there. There was a couple like Hispanic people laughing their ass off at me the entire time. Because they were
Is
already
that
on
the
it.
one where you're on
The big circle raft.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Why didn't you just throw your shoes in the middle? That's why there's a
I should have done that,
compartment there.
but it was bad.
like a Thunder Canyon.
Yes.
I think that's what Thunder Canyon, right?
A
In Cedar
lot-
Point.
Yeah, there's a ton of like rides like that, but we're going down. And when I got on it, all the Hispanic people were already soaking wet and had already rode it like 3 times. And I'm like looking at them and I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do? And I'm just soaked. My daughter loved it, so good for her.
Yeah.
But she had sandals on, so.
I have seen videos where parents finally go to the Star Wars whole section and they finally get to ride the Millennium Falcon, and they're like, the kids are like, oh, I wanna ride. I'm like, I've been waiting 30 fucking years. You're getting in line. I'm doing this first. And that would totally be me. Is I've waited all my fucking life to ride this damn thing. You can wait.
Yeah. Get in the back of the bus. Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Did you go to Jurassic World?
I did go to Jurassic World, rode the Velocicoaster. Fucking incredible.
Yeah.
How does the theme go again?
Hum that a lot in line for River Adventure, which is like the original ride there. My daughter got on that one. Wish I would have got the picture from that, but
I don't know why you guys think that bothers me.
One day it got stuck in your head.
No, it never did.
Well, at least they try to get it stuck in
Yeah,
your
you
head.
guys tried to get it stuck in my head. It never worked.
All right, Florida man. Any more questions?
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I'm disappointed you also didn't visit Gatorland while you were there.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, man.
That is not a question, but okay, it's a statement. What is it? Is it an Animal Kingdom or something?
No, it's Gatorland. You get a zip line above alligators.
What
You
is
get a-
it? It's Gatorland.
It's its
You
own
get- how
separate
don't you know
theme
what
park,
Gatorland
apparently. I
is?
don't know where it is, though.
Oh, is it a total separate thing? It has nothing to do with any
It's
of
like a zoo, but with alligators.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's-
so basically, Redbeard is sitting here at Universal Studios, and you want him to leave the park.
It's close by.
Like walking
was,
distance?
I was not running point on this trip. I was very much along for the ride, and that's totally fine. I had a great time, so that's what I did. Didn't go to Gatorland, man. Not stressed out about it.
But you knew about it.
No, I did not know about
Okay.
Gatorland until I got back and he was talking about
And
Gatorland.
he was, of course, Florida man talks about Gatorland.
Yeah.
It's on Orange Blossom Trail. You might want to stay
don't-
away from Orange Blossom.
I don't know. Anytime we did have to, the only time we had to ride or Uber was when we went to Disney because we stayed on Universal Resorts. So, we didn't drive.
And they got a train that goes around too. That you can just go.
I rode the
It's one of
Hogwarts
those like
Express.
roadside attraction things.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
one of those things where it's just a tourist trap.
It's a
Roadside
theme park.
attraction.
It's just a dude
Disney,
that's-
Universal.
Right, exactly.
It's just a dude that caught a bunch of gators and put them in a thing and just like, hey, it's Gatorland.
It's Florida man's uncle.
It also burnt
Yeah.
down
Drove up road
R.I.P. that
business.
albino alligator that died in that fire
Okay.
at Gatorland.
Okay.
All right. None of us know about this.
Probably smelled amazing.
Probably did. Tastes like chicken, right?
Kinda
That's just what everybody says. What does it taste like? Tastes like chicken.
has its own taste.
Yeah, like most things.
It's kind of like a rubbery meat. So.
That
Kind of like a dildo.
No,
Like a pink bacteria plug.
yeah, something like that.
It was very rubbery.
Delicious.
So I have a question for you guys.
I didn't do it.
And this, well, I hope you didn't, but maybe you did. Have any of you ever done one of those 23andMe kits?
See, that
No.
could have been
No.
you over a pit of alligators.
He's still talking about. We're moving on.
No, I was on roller coasters,
Mute 'em.
having the time of my life, man.
All right.
No,
No.
I have not. No.
Do you guys know anyone who has
My
family
sister
members?
did.
That's your family, right?
Yeah.
So, just in case you guys weren't aware, 23andMe is going under.
Oh, really? Because all the fake results they gave out?
No. But they're basically their stocks are bottoming out. They're just and the co-founder and the CEO is actually Google's.
Yeah, I actually was hearing some of that stuff.
Very intense.
No, the founder of 23andMe is the woman. The co-founder was Google.
You're right. So anyways, so they're going under, right? So anyways, so she's the CEO right now, though, this wife of the guy from Google. And if it goes under, that means it's for sale.
Yeah, and anybody can have your information.
Well, the problem, like one of the things that they were branching off because it's one of those things where 23andMe is a one and done. So there's no repeat business there.
Well, that's
So they
and
started
that's
branching off
probably
into
why they're
pharmaceuticals.
that
and
might be why they're going under. But 23andMe itself, the company that has all these, I forget what it said. It was millions of people's fucking DNA.
Yeah.
The feds are going to buy it.
Right?
I think it was 23 million people.
I think it is something around
I
there.
just saw a video that was talking briefly about it.
So they're going under. And, basically 23andMe has said, we're not going to use any of this data against, the people or whatever. Obviously, law enforcement and insurance companies and things like that. Law enforcement has
Gotta
to put
try
in.
to find that baby daddy.
Yeah, law enforcement has to put in
We get a lot more baby daddy cards
requests.
coming up.
They have to get a warrant just to get any of this stuff, and usually they don't. But here becomes the problem, right? What happens when another company buys all that?
And doesn't care about all that.
Doesn't give a shit about all that. Or what happens if, like what we're saying, an insurance company buys that shit? Your DNA has markers in it that shows you predisposed disposed to certain diseases.
Yeah.
Diseases that may never happen in your lifetime. But if an insurance company gets a hold of that, what are they going to do?
Not cover it.
Not cover it. Raise your fucking rates.
They can call it a pre-existing condition.
And it might not be something that even hits you, and they raise your rates because of
Well,
that.
you didn't tell us you were prone, to this chronic disease.
I didn't know either.
Well, we did because
my
we
mom-
bought 23andMe.
My mom had a very rare genetic autoimmune disorder that can potentially show up in me.
Right.
Very rare, but it is possible. And yeah, if the insurance company were to find out that my mom passed away from that, they can go, well, it's a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, you're predisposed to that.
Yeah.
So, it's a pre-existing condition. We're not going to cover it. Or your rates are going to be, through the roof. Who knows how expensive. And I just thought I was just reading this story, and just all this shit is just fucking nuts when you start thinking about this. First off, when they started doing this shit, I was like, nope, no fucking way.
Nope.
Not going to happen. I know anyone who is related to me by blood has not done this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have some through the family that aren't related by blood, so I don't give a shit. You do whatever the fuck you want. But, people don't think about that. Like, if I don't have a brother, so if my brother fucking killed someone,
Yeah.
right? And I did one of those fucking tests because I want to.
How dare you turn your brother in?
Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing. And I've been saying this for years anyways. You're literally snitching on anyone in your bloodline.
Yeah.
Because
And they have found people
They have.
through this. They found.
That sperm guy.
Well, there was
the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
I think there was also a
sperm.
like a Nazi
Fucking sperm.
who was part of like the Auschwitz and was wanted for like war crimes.
Was that the guy in Cleveland?
Might have been.
Demjanjuk or something like that?
I remember
that
seeing something about that.
that they ended up
Find
fighting
Irish.
him because one of his grandkids or something like that did a 23andMe, and we're
Was that
able.
how
Did
they
they
found-
have his DNA from 80 years ago?
I'm not sure how it was that they found him, but it was through that they realized they were able to track it back to him. And
No kidding. I did not know that's how they ended up finding him.
I think that's what it was. I might be wrong. I have to look that up.
Yeah,
He's
wasn't
dead
that
now,
like
right?
last year?
He had to
No,
be.
they
When he got caught, he was like 90
Yeah, he
something.
was super
98.
If
Yeah.
we're talking about the same guy.
So he already lived his
Because there
whole
was one-
life.
yeah.
Yeah, and they
There
still
was
want to
one
charge
that
him
was
for war
just
crimes.
arrested not too long ago.
Recently?
Yeah, he was like
How-
98.
He's got to be at least that.
Yeah.
I mean, think of that. World War II.
And they sentenced him. It's like he's already.
Well,
Just let him live it out. I mean, he's
I
not
understand.
going anywhere.
I understand, like, sentencing at that point, but I mean, like, what is he going to serve, a year and fucking die?
Just put him in house arrest or some shit. Yeah.
Probably can't even take care of him, so it's probably...
No,
they
'cause I
they
think-
had to wheel him in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably more work to try and, like, oh, we're going to sentence you, and then we're just going to take care of your decrepit ass for the last year of your life.
Yeah.
kind of like Harvey Weinstein, right? Weinstein.
Weinstein.
So he won an appeal in New York or LA. I don't remember which place but he was already in custody. So so he won, I believe he won in New York, but New York brought more charges on him. Well, his ass had like a fucking heart attack or something. He's in the fucking hospital. Like he's going to die before he can even make it out to California to stand for those charges. And now he's got more charges in New York. The same deal, but he won an appeal or something on those. So they recharged him, which is fine, great. but he's gonna die, and if he's not dead already, and we don't even know it, but
I guess there's a process, but at that point, he's a dead man.
yeah, I kind of
I feel
agree
like
with
that's
you.
like a waste of taxpayer money.
Well, and that kind of goes into like the whole thing you're saying, getting these, charging these, Nazis or Nazi sympathizers, or whatever, all the way back from World War II. That's great.
Yeah.
But when you think about, they were probably at least 18 in 1939.
No, I'm sorry. It was a serial killer.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, but they found it through his kid.
Oh, so yeah.
Well, that's all right. Fuck
Our
him, guy.
kids
Fuck
are
Joe
great
Flacco. Yeah, that's okay then. They can find a serial killer.
Yeah, I knew they had recently it was because of one of his like grandkids did a 23andMe and they had DNA.
Fucking goddamn grandkids. Can't trust them.
He had been inactive for years and was living his best life, and all of a sudden the cop show up at his door and goes, you're wanted for the murders of these people.
I just don't understand why anyone would want to give that kind of information up.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I
I'm
don't know,
curious
ask my
about like
sister.
my ancestral lineage and all that.
Well, sure.
But not that interested.
If I know I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it. Fuck you guys. I
don't
won't be around.
Well, but for what?
Huh?
Why?
I don't know.
You're gonna die, so you're gonna
Curiosity.
You're gonna do all this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still.
Then I'm dead. I'm not to blame for the fuck ups.
No, but okay. So, and I not that I want any of this to happen, but
Yeah.
you do this and then you die. Well, they have your DNA on file. What if one of your kids commits a crime?
No, they should have been careful.
I guess that's
one of your
kind of the
kids.
moral of the story here.
I do get that, right? I understand. We want a civil society, right? And
Do 23andMe, don't have a serial killer in your family. 'Cause he will get ousted.
I just
Damn.
and that's probably the only reason that serial killer actually.
Yeah. Because he had gone in. He was active in the 70s before they had all the DNA sequencing. So
they probably had they probably had his blood or whatever.
They had hair, they had blood, they had
it,
something.
but they didn't have the ability to sequence it
Right,
until.
and nobody was ever put in CODIS.
Yeah.
He was never put in CODIS after that fact. So
And-
they never had a suspect. It was a cold case. And one of his family members like, I'm going to do this. And they're like, hey, this just flagged in CODIS.
I wonder.
And they can tell when they do those tests if it's like
Yeah.
father, brother, sister, mother.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Man, DNA coding must be a pain in the ass in Alabama.
Those damn family wreaths over there.
Well, I've
Roll
seen
Tide, babies. Roll Tide.
brother, mom, grandma, all at once. I don't get it.
I think this DNA sample's been contaminated. Yeah, but that
Yeah.
wasn't your fault.
Should have racked it.
But it goes back to like this whole 23andMe shit, right? Like, you better hope all these people who put their data in there, right? You better hope that somebody responsible buys this shit.
I mean, in all fairness, I hate to say it, but I think the CEO and them should destroy all that data. That shouldn't be part of the selling.
Well, that
They
makes
can
sense,
put a-
but
they
then
can put a
that
clause.
destroys the company.
They can
Yeah.
probably
That's the whole
put
point
a
of the
clause
company.
in the selling contract that says this information is not to be used unless it is warranted, unless there is a warrant for this, kind of like how it already is.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, right? You have a failing business. Somebody says, I will give you $20 billion for your company.
As is.
As is. You going to take the money?
Take the money and run.
Oh, see,
You're going to take the money.
yes, but you can also try and uphold the original process of the
You can
business.
try, but-
That's what I'm saying.
You can try,
yeah.
but what if that person or company or whoever wants to buy it says, no.
Because all they need to do is, after that point, change their terms and conditions. Says we can use your data for whatever we want. And if
there
you want
are
to
a
use,
couple of those DNA test places that are like that, where they don't need cops don't need a warrant.
Like they share data freely.
Yeah.
Who's that? I don't even know what the other companies are. Ancestry.com has one of those. Toucans was playing with that. Did you notice his TV's not quite as his TV's not quite as crooked now?
Oh, okay.
We fixed that the best we could without fucking proper tools because Susie Homemaker over here doesn't have proper tools.
no, he doesn't have
okay.
a level.
I
That's
don't-
the problem.
I don't
We
have
need to-
proper tools either. It's all good.
You don't have tools either?
I don't. I have a stepfather with a garage full of like everything you ever need. So I usually just head over there, and then
Locally.
I have a dad that has all the woodworking tools that you'd ever need. So.
Again, locally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I assume your dad has lots of tools.
He has enough to, to do the basic stuff around the house.
Yeah. He has.
I like my own tools, but they cost money.
They do cost money.
Don't buy a bike, buy some tools.
No.
Well, I need to buy a bike, and then it gives me a reason to buy tools to work
to
on
fix
my
the
bike.
bike. Yes. I like it. I like the way you think.
You drive a Jeep. You need tools anyways.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I do have a bunch of tools in the back of my Jeep.
Nice.
I always have a mechanic set in my.
Yeah, that's basically what I have. Yeah. And my drill. Because I don't want to do shit by hand. That's what a drill is.
Yeah, an
There's like
electric
a couple.
impact's always nice.
Yeah,
An
it
electric
is.
impact
It's a hammer
always
drill.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I started, so honestly, the whole time I was married, right? Like I'd have tools. But they'd always go fucking missing because.
Now, when you're using the hammer drill, how do you keep the nail from going through the back
No,
of the...
Anyways, I would have like decent tools, right? I've had some Craftsman sets and things, and it never fucking fails, right? You lose which socket do you lose?
10 millimeter.
The fucking 10 millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is fucking 10 millimeter. In a world of
Yeah, I know.
inches, it's all 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
But anyways, and so it would always get misplaced. It would always go, it would always just be gone.
You say you're in a world where America's the only one that uses standard.
Well, this is our world, God damn it.
No, they're not. We're not the only one. We're one of like
This is
3
all-
countries. In the
Who,
world.
who else uses the imperial
It's like
system?
2 in Africa or some shit.
Do they even count? I mean, what?
Libya and Myanmar.
Okay, Miramar. Where is Miramar? California. But other than that,
India. Over near India.
oh, India.
You guys know which country has the most pyramids? Random.
Mexico.
Nope.
Damn.
It's not Mexico.
It's not.
No, it's in
You'll probably never guess it.
Asia.
Costa Rica.
No.
Asia's a pretty big place.
I can't remember.
You're gonna say something
continent.
stupid like Guam or
It's not Guam.
Oh, not Guam.
the Asian Pacific.
Starts with an S.
I don't know.
Syria.
No.
I guess that would be.
Yeah.
I guess that would be Asia.
Starts with an SU.
Sudan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sudan or South Sudan?
Well, it's
Sudan.
Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah. And, well,
Is
Africa
Sudan in
pyramids
Asia?
Are
It's in Africa.
It's in- yeah.
Jumped.
I think so.
It's in Africa.
Sudan has 220
Okay.
erect pyramids.
You had to say it that way, didn't you?
Well, you,
Just had
gotta, you can still see them.
how it's worded.
They're erect from the ground.
They don't have any dysfunction.
It's kind of funny. No one ever questions if the Mexicans ever built the pyramids over there.
No, because they're hard workers. we know they probably built that shit.
Oh, wow.
Fucking.
It doesn't matter. It was,
No,
it doesn't matter. It was
4th and
fourth
10.
down.
Yeah.
There's the Justin Fields we know. Don't get me wrong. I like Fields. He played for Ohio State, but I don't like the fucking Steelers.
Okay, how
all right.
is it going to say?
Would you rather him be with the
220?
Bears?
That
No.
doesn't matter to me either way.
I just don't. I'd rather him be on my team, to be completely honest.
So D&D.
No, it's okay. Y'all got Deshaun Watson.
Oh, that's why.
Oh,
he wasn't even paying.
He took a football to the face.
Oh, that's why I was 3rd and 22.
Yeah, that's he got sacked right before that.
To the face.
He took a ball to the face.
He's like, God damn it. You see the look on his face?
His eyes were just like,
That center's going to get fired. No.
oh, they're about to. Yeah, they just. That sucks.
Wait,
Didn't
you said
realize the time.
Sudan's in Africa?
Yes.
Okay. So,
That's a continent.
is it around Egypt?
No. It's in. I think the Nile probably runs through there, but it's kind of near Somalia, kind of near the Congo.
Doesn't
It's more
the
in the-
Nile just run through like
It runs through a lot. It's like one of not the largest rivers in the world. Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Denial is a river in Africa.
I actually was watching a Earth documentary series about
Shut up! You fucking watch that shit. You fucking love that shit just the same.
about the
I was watching a documentary about space.
the driest desert is in Africa.
No,
And-
the driest desert
Desert?
is Antarctica.
No, I'm sorry, in South America. And it has to do with actually because of volcanic activity. It only gets like 1/10 of an inch of rain a year.
Ooh,
It's drier than all the other deserts.
good place to have a motorcycle.
Yeah.
A lot of dust kicking up.
Yeah, but you go faster than the dust. No? Florida man's with me.
It's not like the salt
Yeah.
flats.
Redbeard will be with me.
Toucans will be with you.
Toucans, we're working on him too. Pretty sure. This motherfucker, though. I asked Toucans,
Got him.
holy shit, they're going to fucking pull it out.
Praising.
Toucans, I was talking to him one day because we're trying to get him to buy the motorcycle, right? And I said, Toucans, he goes, I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. I'm like, all right. I said,
Wait, he doesn't?
no. I said, you ever driven a stick shift vehicle? No.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. I said, you're putting shit out of luck.
I said, okay. Do you understand the concept? And he's like, well, yeah. He's kind of a car guy, though, you know.
You're not a car guy if you can't drive a
He has
manual.
a fucking Mustang, and
It's not manual.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is the stupidest shit ever.
No sports cars or muscle cars should ever come in automatic.
No.
Agreed.
Yeah,
They just
but
should.
Doesn't
Ferrari
make
and
sense.
Porsche
That's the
are
whole point of them.
getting rid of them.
There's a lot of big name companies that are getting rid of, not just getting rid, I mean, they're just not making them anymore as a manual transmission.
What's funny is
No damn
manual
reason.
used to be, like the poor person's vehicle.
You have
Like,
to pay extra now.
Yeah, you have to give. That's so fucked up.
When I bought my Jetta, when I had that, I paid more to have it in standard than I would have if I got it in automatic.
Yeah, which is so messed up because, like I said, originally they were the poorer man's vehicle. You were something if you had an automatic.
Because you had to work to actually drive your vehicle. and yeah, automatic transmissions were a luxury, you know? I don't know. I
No, I will say if I were to, if ever get a motorcycle,
so you're saying there's a chance.
Viking has a better chance of voting for Trump than me get a motorcycle.
We
you're
know
saying
that's
there's
not
a
happening, so
But I will say I'll get a Honda Rebel 1100 because it's automatic.
You could. There are several.
looking. It happened to pull up on my TikTok. That's all I know.
There are actually several.
Don't give me that look because it's because you fuckers always sending shit. That's why.
We've changed his
yeah,
algorithm,
you've changed mine too.
and
Thanks.
now his mind.
That's why.
No, there
that's why
are-
I told my one buddy.
There are several motorcycles that are
automatic.
automatics.
How does that work? A
the
motorcycle.
same way.
Like a scooter.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. I would even accept you could actually ride with us. There's a condition to this.
No Harleys.
No,
Like
that's not what I was going to say. I would ride with him even if he got an electric bike.
Yeah.
Okay? They're automatic, basically.
They got a bunch of torque.
They do have a bunch of torque. But as you're going down the road, you have to make the noises. So that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then when you come to a stop, blah, 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 blah.
It'll still be louder than Ford Man's bike.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
And
Just
maybe
have
not. Maybe not after this winter. I don't know. It depends on.
You just need someone with a drum on the back with you.
Coconuts. Coconuts. Yes. And that's your
That's all the
horsepower.
horsepower I need right here.
1 horsepower. It's hard to clap with the fidget cube in my hand. But.
It is. No. No, that's awesome. I don't care. You can ride with us.
Hook and ladder. Can they get it? Oh, safety.
Safety.
Someone's line just got totally fucked from that, dude. Someone just lost a shit ton of money.
Yeah, they did. Well, maybe not.
Well, are they not?
Houston.
That can't be the final.
That is the.
That is the final.
I guess they gave him forward progress
They
because he
did.
was. You're right. Okay, so someone's line didn't get fucked up. Congratulations on that.
Or they did. Maybe they had the.
No, they didn't
No,
call.
that's
They didn't
the
call
final.
safety.
No, but maybe they had the line at 6.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I didn't bet on it. Did you?
No.
Well,
Okay.
you know, someone just freaked out there thinking that if they did have it on 6, they were jumping up and down, and then they're like, what?
They didn't call it. Fuck.
A fucking
Oh, my
stretch.
boy Aaron Rodgers.
Damn, that's a low. Dude, these games have been super low scoring.
It's okay. It's first down.
It is first down.
They don't have any timeouts though.
It's okay. It was an incomplete pass.
Well,
That's
I
fine.
understand that,
Yeah.
but no. So if you got, you know what? I don't care what you get. I told you I would even ride with you if you had a scooter. You know, you better have a good fucking scooter because you got to keep up with us. But I might let you ride with us with a scooter.
Like a Vespa or.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know how fast those things go.
65.
They got to go faster than that, right? I don't know. Can you take a scooter on a highway though?
Yeah.
Depends on how much, how big the engine
A
is.
lot of people in Florida ride scooters.
Okay, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
We can't use Florida as a basis for anything.
Well, all the speed limits there are 75.
If I get
70
a
plus.
300cc Vespa, it goes 80. If I get 150, it goes 65.
See, I wouldn't want to go 80 on a scooter.
on a scooter.
Yeah. I would.
You're not like
fif-
straddling it. Your feet are in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
no fucking
My
thank
dad
you.
wants to get, when he retires, he wants to get a Vespa to hop around town.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
So, but
You're-
he'll only get like a 50 where, all of from where he needs to go in the city. It's
he's going
only
like 30. He's going like 35.
Yeah. It's 25 at the most. Yeah.
Just get a touring bike.
What for him?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
And
that
make them in automatic.
that
too.
would probably be your best bet because you sit more normal. Mm-hmm. And you're just.
Yeah, because that's the bike that Neil Peart drove. He drove a BMW touring bike.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh, fancy pants.
Fancy. Yeah.
Well, when you've been a very successful drummer for really nothing, okay, you've been a successful drummer for at that point.
There went his other ACL.
There was his other ACL.
For 20 years, you have a little money saved up.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. I'm just saying, like, those are nice. They are really nice. I would.
He drove it from. He had a home near Quebec. Drove it up to Alaska, up to the Arctic Circle, down to Fairbanks, and then drove it all the way down to the Baja.
To Baja.
They're going to miss this field goal.
To Baja, then drove it back to Quebec.
What's that?
I fucking called it.
What's that? Like 15,000 mile round trip?
That would be super fun.
Yeah.
I don't.
But he was also very depressed when that happened. But that's beside the point.
While he was doing that,
Yes,
Well,
he
that's
wasn't
why-
depressed afterwards.
No.
actually
you're
no.
depressed-
That's why he went back.
If you're
That's why he went back
depressed,
home, 'cause he was no longer
you get a
depressed.
motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get a motorcycle, everything's better in your life.
I still want to do like a long road trip on my bike.
So do I.
On
We
your
were
bike?
talking. Oh hell yeah! I don't give a fuck.
We
You're
gotta-
gonna be saddled sore after.
I'm gonna be honest.
Day.
Like I've been on my bike all day long.
Yeah.
I have a very comfortable bike.
Yeah, but
just
there's a
get
different.
padded
You guys take
Pants and
intermittent
make it even
breaks.
better.
Well, sometimes me and Florida man, we've literally we've gone riding
For like 6 hours straight.
and we've stopped once
yeah. And that's just to
turn
go back
around,
up.
to fuel up and turn around. Yeah, we ride. Sometimes we ride for a long time. Now, when we have other people like with us and stuff, yeah, we'll break a little more because you just never know when somebody else needs a break or whatever. But no, him and I have been out, and I mean, 3 hours without stopping is nothing. I bought earplugs. I did buy those earplugs.
The earplugs.
You always get the ad on
Oh,
the Instagram.
I've seen a couple.
Because your ears hurt, from riding that long without brakes and stuff. But so I bought earplugs. But
yeah, no, I want to be just like get a small tent, throw it on the back, and
just go.
go and camp whenever, wherever.
Yeah, I'm all about that actually.
Yeah, I'm not. That's the thing is like you guys like to do the the short rides and stuff like that, and
Well, they're not short.
well, I'm saying short local rides.
Well, that's only because
I want to do a long travel distance.
the only reason we've only done short like local rides, and by short we're still talking. I mean, him and I went all the way down to West Virginia.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that short. I mean, it took us 3.5 hours to get down there.
Something like that.
And the only reason that we haven't gone further than we have is
You have to come home.
it's a time. It's
Yeah.
it's a time
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want to be able to do, like a week where I'm just traveling on my
God, that
bike
would
for a
be-
week.
I'm gonna be honest. I would do it.
Well, we were talking about going down to West Virginia doing the mountains.
I don't think you'd join us for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep up with you guys on that, but I mean, I'd join.
I don't know. Again, so here's the thing, and he was ragging me the other day about this. He's like, "You're too slow on these curves." I'm like, "Dude, I don't know the roads." Like it's one thing.
I wish I knew the roads better because I'd be fucking
still-
flying.
He's still fucking risking it.
Well, see,
Well,
that's the other
yeah.
issue is like, this was something I noticed in my class. They're like, "Well, you need to lean more." I'm like, the bike I ride isn't designed to lean like that.
Yeah, you're scraping pegs.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I have those running boards.
Yeah.
Like if I've scraped them leaning too
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, you
so
Yeah, you're scraping pegs.
So it's like,
you were scraping pegs on the roundabouts.
Yeah.
yeah,
Where me and him are like,
exactly. And they're like, but during the safety course, I'm riding a 250.
a Rebel. Were you on a Rebel?
No, two other people took the Rebels.
Those are fun. That's what I took mine in.
I had a Suzuki something 250.
Almost like a small touring bike.
Was it like an enduro?
Yeah.
It was street. It didn't have enduro like tires.
You can have an
No,
enduro that
enduro
doesn't
tires
have.
are street tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tiny little thing.
It probably was like a small enduro.
Mm-hmm.
You sit up a little straighter, like you're not leaning or nothing.
No.
Yeah, it was an enduro.
The suspension was maxed out though.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't the biggest guy there.
Sperm whale.
Stop the cap.
But yeah, I wanted to get one. I was going to get a Rebel, but it was leaking oil. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not riding that one.
Oh, yeah.
But then two other people had the other Rebels that were there because that's what I wanted to ride because it was a little bit more akin to what I ride.
I'm telling you, those things, they're super small and they don't have a lot of balls to them, but that's what I took mine in my class was a 250 Rebel.
Yeah.
They are so fucking fun.
Yeah, I wanted, like I said, I wanted to, but there was 3, and 2 other people grabbed the first 2, and I got on the third one, and then he's like, "There's oil on the ground. You can't ride that one." I'm like, "Damn it!
Why not?
So,
If it was a Harley, you'd just say, "Oh, that's normal."
Yeah.
But yeah, even being on that thing, there was a couple times where I'm like, I could easily pop wheelies on this fucking thing.
Oh, probably.
But yeah, they're like, you need to lean more. I'm like, I'm not. I've been riding a bike 3 times bigger than this for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't lean as much. I mean, I do lean on my bike, but not nearly what you guys can do.
Well,
I think my chicken strips are like that.
Yeah.
Your tires are just rounded all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of wish I wish I had a wider back tire.
Yeah.
Can you not get one?
I don't know.
What'd you say?
Maybe.
Say it on the mic.
What? What?
He said what? Say it into the mic.
What?
Could I get a like a fatter back tire?
Yeah. You
Probably.
Yeah, it's called squats.
Am I going to?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just gonna get a Jigsaw
No.
750.
Yeah. No, this was a great street bike to start out with. It really is.
Well,
And I'm
there's your
totally
solution. Sell that one to Toucans.
Well,
But we've talked
I've
about
been,
it.
Well, have you?
Well, he found this enduro.
It's not an enduro. It's a Husqvarna Supermoto.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Their
Supermoto.
enduros are more for like trail and street.
Yeah.
The Supermoto is for street riding.
Yeah.
It's like, but it also still has like the suspension of a dirt bike.
Of a motocross.
Yeah. Looks gnarly.
And it does look sweet as fuck, but I was like, oh, I'll sell you my bike for cheaper than that.
Yeah, it was expensive, but I feel like just because of the style it is, it's what I'm used to riding. I'd probably get on it and be able to.
Well, that's
rip
like these
around on
guys
it.
keep telling me to get a sports bike. I'm not used to riding it, and I don't feel it's necessary to learn to ride on a different bike when I'm comfortable with what I ride.
But it's okay.
I mean, I would still like probably rather get a street bike like they have, but it's just another option I have on the table if I wanted to. But
I mean, I want to go for a bigger bike. I've been looking at Chieftains and stuff like that.
okay.
Yeah. No, what I originally thought I was going to do was keep the bike that I have because my daughter wants to ride, and it is a great bike to start with. But it'll get up and go. But, yeah, I don't know. If I can
That's
sell
what
it,
that is.
Yeah.
You're rubbing your jacket on your book bag.
my bad. I don't know. I might trade it in. I might sell it. I don't know. I guess it all depends on my back pay.
I'm gonna replace
ever
all the
get it.
stuff that was damaged in my wreck before I trade mine in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because
That makes
they're
sense.
probably going to cut a lot off.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say, well, we
Well,
gotta
yeah.
fix it.
Yeah.
Right, even though
And
mechanically
it takes
it's
them 10
fine.
minutes
but
to do.
fix the paint. I can replace the windshield and the saddlebags, and they're not going to have any idea that it was laid down.
Right, which is what you want.
Right.
And so I haven't decided totally what I'm going to do with mine. Again, winter's coming anyways, so it's not like I'm in a hurry to buy a new bike. So we'll see.
Is
We'll
winter
see.
coming? It doesn't feel like it.
I've got a few more
Winter's
years.
coming.
I got a few more years before I think I'll trade my bike in.
I just want to get an inline 4.
That was
That was my throat.
yeah. That was my throat. I don't even know if the Suzuki's are an inline 4. I don't know if the 750 is an inline 4. It might be.
How's it sound? Does it sound like ours or wham?
No, I think it
Higher
whines.
pitch?
Yeah, I think it whines.
Probably an inline 4.
I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know.
I just wanna go-
I like the sound.
I just want to go fast. Bam, bam. Well, hey, listen, I'm justifying not buying a leader bike,
Yeah.
right? It sounds better. I have a 750.
Yeah. Depends. You want to go into curves, or do you just want to hop on a highway?
And that's why I don't want. That's why I decided against the leader.
Yeah.
Because I do still want to do those
I was talking
curves.
to one of my buddies about it, and he was like, "Yeah, if you like taking corners, then probably not get a leader."
Right.
I was like, eh.
Right.
Yeah,
because I mean, if we're getting on highways and just ripping,
Yeah.
then fine. But that's not all we do.
Yeah, but that's when you got to upgrade to, license plate LEDs that change and all that stuff. Because if you're doing that, you're gonna have the cops come out. So you just got to be
What's a
able
license plate?
Yeah, exactly.
You get the flip up
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, see, that's so fucking expensive. I mean, they're nice.
Oh,
but
yeah.
so fucking expensive.
$42,000 for
That's
that's for the Roadmaster Elite.
Could never justify spending that much money on a motorcycle.
No, I mean,
No.
I was looking at the leaders, the Gixxer 1000s, and then the Gixxer 750s, and like the Gixxer 1000s,
But I like the Roadmaster.
the R's are like $18,000. The R's are like $18,000, but the 750 is like 13. That's a huge difference, and I'm talking brand new.
I mean, they go pretty fast.
Yeah, they actually go. The 750s actually go a mile per hour faster than the leaders.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, which is another reason. Like, okay,
Yeah, I just looked.
you're gonna give me a lighter bike that goes just as fast, so I can still play on the curves, but I can get on the highway and be stupid there if I really wanted to. Mm-hmm. Which I'm not too stupid on a highway,
What the fuck is 750s as much as my bike?
cost wise.
Yeah.
Right. The Gixxers, Suzuki Gixxers are actually way cheaper than a lot of bikes that size and style. So that's another reason why I was like, whatever. And then, you have your, like, people make fun of Gixxer riders and shit all the time, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, exactly. I don't care. I'll get
See
Gixxer.
how much a 636 is.
Too much.
We definitely didn't have a whole lot to talk about today. Talking
No.
about buying bikes.
Wow. All I had was that 23andMe story. That thing blew
Yeah.
my mind.
I haven't really been paying attention to much lately. So
Yeah, I don't have my phone either. So
I guess the big topic is
I'm like going like this, and I'm like, oh god, I don't have a phone. You fuck.
the hurricane
So that hit.
wreaked havoc.
That it did. That hit is a category 4.
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah. And I guess there's like 2 or 3 more coming
There's
up.
2 more coming.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I think
Yeah.
one's supposed to hit at the end of this week, and then one's supposed to hit.
One's supposed to be going up and through the coast or the Gulf. And then another one's going up along.
Yeah, one's
the
supposed to
coastline.
circle the coast and then hit the Panhandle of Florida. Another one's like 4 days later supposed to come up and hit it straight.
Yeah.
The worst part about all this, I mean, yeah, okay, so they're dealing with hurricanes, and that sucks for them. I feel for you. We're going to have fucking rain forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's Florida
And
man's fault.
fucking
He
ever.
wanted rain.
And it's finally starting.
Yeah.
I wanted a
Did you
little
hear?
bit
Did
of
you
rain.
hear about this?
No.
I think it was on Tuesday. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh man, we could do a little bit of rain. My grass needs some rain." Just downpour the entire fucking day.
Yeah, I think that was another thing about being back this week that was just like, oh, of course.
Oh,
I come back and it's just rain all week.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do you miss the 3 p.m. showers down there?
So I'm not gonna lie, Florida man, it did not rain at all while we were down there. Not
Really?
even.
Well, with the
not
hurricane,
even
it
the
was actually
pop-up
pulling a
showers.
lot down.
Oh, yeah,
into
it was
that.
pulling all that rain in.
So it was 90 and humid as fuck.
Yeah, usually around 3 p.m.
It felt
Definitely
very
being
much.
in Orlando.
It felt very much like how it feels here, outside of the sun like hitting a bit different. Like the sun's just like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But humidity wise, felt just like being at home, really.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My wife was saying that we were talking about the hurricanes and stuff like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Which one?
We always joke about we couldn't live down there because of hurricanes, but do you know that we've had more hurricanes in the last 8 years than the 50 years before it?
50 years?
Yeah.
No, wow, that's a lot.
The level of hurricanes that we've had in the last 8 years are equal to the amount that we had 50 years before that.
lot of them stay in the water.
Did you not see the video of the guy who, proposed the solution for all of it?
Which one?
We have a Navy, we have an Air Force. We just need to drop a ton of ice in the ocean
And fly
counter jets in the opposite direction to slow down the hurricane.
And these people vote.
That's all we need to do.
He's like, they know the storm's going to get bigger. Why don't we just drop a ton of ice? We got a Navy.
Our Navy has the second largest Air Force in the world.
Just jets.
I don't think people are dumb. It's like people. I've seen videos like like the wind turbines, right? For energy, for power, and they're like, why won't they turn those on? It will cool everything down a little bit. No. You dumb fucks. That is not air conditioning. It is not a fan.
Why don't we get some of them giant AC units you see?
Whoa.
Why can't I get some of those by my house?
Have you ever seen the semis that roll down the road with like one of those fins?
Yeah.
Oh, like they're hauling the device.
They're hauling.
Yeah.
They're one fin from one of those wind turbines. It is massive.
I've
you
seen
don't
one in
realize
person.
That's what I'm saying. You don't realize just how big that really fucking is
Yeah,
until
like-
you see one and you're like, holy
They're like
shit.
50, 60 feet long or more.
Longer than
depending
that.
on the size.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's nuts how, and I don't remember where I was. I think it was on 77. I don't know why. Maybe 79, because there's a lot of those in upstate New York. They have a lot of those wind turbines. They are fucking enormous.
The average blade is 165 feet.
Holy fucking shit.
And they roll down the highway.
And they roll down the highway.
It's like, how are you going to go over?
I don't know.
Carefully,
How the
carefully.
fuck you put that fucking together? Jesus.
Cranes.
Yeah.
I actually saw something that was kind of
Helicopter.
cool that
Helicopter.
they're doing in high traffic areas in Japan, or foot traffic areas.
Okay.
They're pressure plates that as you walk on the path, it generates power.
So it's like a piston. That turns.
So every time you walk on one of these pads, and they're placed so that it doesn't trip you up. But as you step, it generates enough. With each step, generates enough power to light an incandescent bulb for like 10 minutes.
Oh my god, are we driving the ball?
We're trapping the ball. Maybe nuking them was the good idea.
Well, that's a hard take.
They have a lot of technical advancements that probably wouldn't have happened if we didn't nuke them twice.
Okay, let's not try to invade them again.
But I mean,
Why? They don't have an army.
but I mean,
That's
can you
true.
imagine putting that in places like?
That's probably why.
Didn't we just...
Because they don't have
No.
they didn't put money into their military.
They're not allowed.
But
Yeah.
like
No,
obviously
maybe that was
around
Germany.
where we
gave them
live,
an army.
that kind of technology
them
wouldn't
have it.
work. But like in New York or California, where there's, or even Disney, where you have all that foot traffic all day, every day,
My God,
that's
it
Yeah.
generates so much power.
Well, that's why I always wondered, like, things like these electric cars, right? Why are you not using the brake power?
They do.
What? But
not all.
Well,
most
It's
of
an
them
option.
don't.
You have to pick it.
Yeah, but you have to get used to driving like without your brake then.
Yeah.
A lot of the Teslas have that feature.
I mean, that's
but
like riding a motorcycle, engine braking.
Yeah, well, I understand, but that's when you're shifting. Teslas are an automatic vehicle.
wait, what do you mean get used to not using your brake?
Well,
So
because
if
it
you
slows you down.
turn on that feature on Tesla where it charges your vehicle up when you're stopping, you don't use the brake. It utilizes that to stop you, and that's what charges
yeah,
the
you
batteries.
let your foot off the gas and it starts braking automatically, and then when you get towards where you have to stop, you just brake a little bit.
It kicks on whatever turbine they have that like actuates to draw power from the wheels turning, and that's what slows you down, but also charges the vehicle.
Okay, so just don't fucking.
Well, you have to get
just
used to driving
just-
like that.
It's like a go kart.
Well, that's what one of
You don't use brakes on go karts.
Well, one of our
Brakes,
colleagues
what are
at work
those?
has one, and he utilizes that feature, and he said he had to get used to it. So
yeah,
that's how
I think
know.
it's just because
the one
you're
that sounds
basically
like the
relearning how to
Jetson
drive.
every time it pulls in.
But the other thing is, why aren't they also including some solar panels into the roof or the hood?
It's just more shit.
They're heavy. They're already heavy enough.
But are solar panels heavy?
Well, I guess it would.
I mean, they're getting better with technology that
because it's
you
more
can.
of a glass.
Not all of them. You can actually get like little solar panels just unroll. Like they're flexible enough.
Yeah.
So like you did that as a over, you know, the surfaces.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something to add to help reduce how much you have to have it plugged in. It's not gonna, none of it's going to be permanent, and you know, even with like the auto braking system, you're never going to regain back as much as you've used. You know, there is no such thing as perpetual energy.
Right.
But if you're gaining back some, it requires less to recharge later. So I mean, there are things that need to be, you know, to make them more efficient.
I don't think that there will ever. I don't know that we'll ever get to a point where we're not using fossil fuels. I think we could greatly reduce that, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we don't. Why don't we explore some of these things?
Because
The government
and big fossil
oil.
fuel companies are actively lobbying against any research into making these green energy solutions more viable
They're just
and
being
better.
lazy to line their pockets with money.
Well, because here is the issue, right? And we all know this, and we've all talked about this, and we all agree with this. You know, electric vehicles, in concept, might be great for the environment, but the mining of the lithium, the fossil fuels used to
of the batteries in general,
and the fossil fuels used to charge those vehicles, because you might be saying, "Oh, I'm doing great for the environment because I use the electricity from my house to charge my car." Where the fuck do you think that electricity comes from?
Coal plant.
Mostly fossil fuels. It just depends on where you live and where your energy is
definitely
obtained
where
from.
we live, it's coal.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, they're opening up 3 Mile Island again.
Oh, are they?
Yay!
No,
No.
Microsoft bought it.
Oh, fuck him.
Well, I'm sure they're going to put in a new nuclear reactor. It's not going to be.
Just for Microsoft to run AI servers.
Oh, so it's not even for nuclear power?
No, they're gonna have.
Oh, they're
one.
running nuclear power.
Oh, to
The
run
amount
the
of-
servers.
Yeah, the amount of
just for
energy
Microsoft.
Well, that probably means smaller reactor,
I'm sure.
less variables.
I'm sure it's in whatever else, but like, really, you bought a fucking nuclear power plant?
I don't understand though. Like, it is a nuclear power, but it's an outdated nuclear power plant.
Well, I mean, he's probably going to update it.
Well, I'm sure he's going.
Yeah,
to I have no doubt that he's
cost
going to
a ton of
update
money.
it.
Why not just build your own new? Like,
I just
nuclear
heard
power plant?
recently. I don't know. Somebody just came up with. I think it might have been Japan again. Has a nuclear reactor that they actually like, stress test and found that they created a system that will not melt down.
I think the Chinese created a new way to utilizing. I don't remember. They're utilizing some other element to make less like nuclear waste, but like produce more power using the same like fuel source. But I can't remember like what exactly went into that. I watched a whole video on it, but I'm not going to be able to regurgitate any of it.
They're
It's
still trying to figure out cold fusion.
That would be cool.
I don't think a fusion reactor is really ever going to happen. I just don't understand. Like, we've created fusion reaction, like, in like smaller, like just like minimal like fusion reactions. Like, we're sending, hydrogen isotopes like through these tubes as fast as we can to crash into each other to make the fusion reaction. But like actually creating a fusion reaction, sustaining it, and then like utilizing that reaction to create power just is like lost on me. Like, I don't understand how we're going to be able to do that. You're basically creating an artificial sun that's hotter than the sun even. Fuel source isn't an issue. We have water and hydrogen, and because we utilize usually with fusion reaction, we use hydrogen isotopes. But you need like a gravitational pull. So you need a massive pull to keep those hydrogen like atoms like smashing into each other and to continue
over
that.
again.
Yeah. So like, let's say you create this like artificial sun, right? Or whatever, like reaction. What are you going to do to create power with it? Are you going to utilize like the same aspects of like fission and like use like superheat water to turn a turbine? I don't know. And I don't know how.
A whole bunch of solar panels just sitting around.
No, my thing is nothing could be super close to that reaction without melting.
Right.
So I just
No,
I'm not
know
a
what you're
nuclear
saying.
engineer, so I don't know everything, but I know enough to know that it's very.
I know we need to keep making progress and steps forward to getting rid of the use of fossil fuels because it is a finite, resource.
I just
There's a shit ton of it. Don't get me wrong.
personally,
but-
I think that we don't need to concentrate on getting rid of using fossil fuels.
No.
We need to encompass all of our availabilities: solar power, wind power, fusion, if that's a thing, nuclear power, and use it all.
Yeah.
And that will
not
lessen the amount of fossil fuels
Right,
we
that's the
actually
thing.
need.
There's a shit ton of it, but it is a finite resource.
But when we talked about this, right? Most of our politicians and people are like, it's either one or the other. Why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't we work together?
Because money.
Because
Right,
it's
I
not
know.
just
It always comes down to money.
it's not just power to the reutilization of elements and things that we have now currently isn't utilized enough. Like we should be recycling. Like it should be illegal to throw away batteries, which it supposedly is, but
Well, yeah, but they need to give us
they
a
need
way
to have a system.
We need some place to say, hey,
Yep.
here's all my fucking AA batteries.
Here's my old TV. There are so many components in this that should be
Exactly.
reutilized.
Absolutely.
Like take this and repurpose it.
Well,
I
that
don't
would
care if you give me
require,
money for it either. Like just reuse
Well, see,
these.
that's where it's going to get people on board with that. There has to be an incentive.
Sure.
So
Like get a tax write-off, something. I don't care, but reutilize the components we already have. Don't throw them in a landfill so that later, our ancestors have to go dig through our
But
trash.
honestly, it could be something as simple as, hey, here's my old TV. It doesn't fucking work anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything with it. Here's $5.
Yeah, well, I have two broken TVs in my home right now, and I don't want to set them on my curb for the garbage people to take. Like,
they never make it to the trash day.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Somebody would come take it.
I mean, they don't work, but I mean, scrappers
No, but there are
might.
people. There's scrappers that will because I've actually seen some it takes a lot of chemicals, but you can extract
Get the
all
gold?
the gold and
Yeah.
silver
Yeah.
out of the
Well,
components.
that's what I'm saying. If they gave me $5 or $10 to recycle my fucking TV, they're gonna get more money out of that than
he was open too. That sucks.
they're gonna get way more out of that than the $10 they paid me.
Yeah.
So okay, here you go.
Like for me, I mean, I'm at a point too where I don't need compensation. Just reutilize this. For
No,
the
but he's
future.
saying there needs to be an incentive
I know what
for
you're, I get what
I
you're
get
saying.
what you're saying that you'll do it just for the goodness of doing
Yeah.
it, but the
Not me.
vast majority of the
I mean, I just-
population are going to say, well, what do I get in return? Because I put money into this, I want something back if you're going to use it again. And yeah, I tax write-off or
here's an easy thing, right? Like places like these big box stores, like Best Buy or even Walmart, I guess.
Give me a discount on a new TV.
You buy a new TV, you give us your old one, working or not. You give us your old one, you get a discount.
But that's what they do. That's what the cell phone companies do. Like, hey, turn in your old phone.
exactly
That's what I
and
just
look
did.
at car batteries. You turn it in, you get the core charge
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
Something like that where, hey,
Yeah.
we'll take 10% off your next TV if you bring in an old broken TV. You're still paying $500 for a TV or more. What's 10% off that? Who cares? But your TV's gone. It's going to go set back up place. They're going to reuse components.
Yeah.
Same thing with batteries. Hey, we'll buy batteries by the pound. You bring in your a pound of batteries, we'll give you $5 off your next purchase.
I have several old computers in my house. What the fuck you do with them?
Yeah. I got a bunch of tablets in my house.
I haven't thrown them away because I know that I don't want to do that. I don't want to just throw them away.
Yeah.
They're all wiped. They're wiped clean. I have no use for them. But what the fuck am I supposed to do with them?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
That's my main issue with everything. Is just like let's
the problem is,
reutilize.
we're Americans in general are bad. I mean, other countries are bad too, but we're really bad about the buy something and throw it away. Other countries are slightly better about it. I mean,
But they have programs and ways to get rid of your older stuff.
yeah, we're behind the times.
Especially them them Scandinavian countries, right?
Yeah, they're
like the way they recycle and the things that they're nuts. They're
well. Then even like our recycling programs here in the States. You take all your recycling, put it in this blue bin, and then it all gets dumped into a trash can, and where's it actually going?
Yeah, well, there's multiple stories.
Now,
that
some cities do have like special trash collection where all the cardboard gets in this bin and all the plastic and glass goes in these bins.
But we don't separate it at home. I mean, you just throw it in the bin.
Right. So is it really going to be recycled, or is it going to the landfill? And they're just, saying we recycle it.
Well, and then you have a lot of issues, right? People talking about recycling and stuff, and like, I recycle my stuff. But here's the thing: if somebody puts something contaminated in that, and now it's in that garbage truck filled with all that recyclable stuff,
it goes in the landfill.
Goes in the landfill.
Yeah.
So guess what? There is no way that everybody's stuff is going to be clean and recyclable. That truck's just going to the landfill.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
We used to ship all our trash out to China, and recyclables too, and I don't think they want it anymore.
No,
that's another problem that we're dealing with. They have enough of their own, and they don't want ours anymore.
I did see something that they're working on initiatives to better utilize existing landfills to basically turn them into natural gas plants.
No, okay. What?
I mean, all the stuff that's in those, all the organics that are breaking down in those landfills.
It was like composting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. What does composting do? Give you fertilizer?
Yeah. Creates nitrogen.
Well, composting creates nitrogen-rich soil.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which is,
if you have
fertilizer.
biodegradable stuff, like any vegetables, fruits, eggshells, all that kind of stuff.
Those are greens, yeah.
It's all biodegradable. You can just put it in the dirt.
And then you can, you need to mix it.
Yeah, I mean,
with like cardboard boxes, stuff.
Yeah, you
like
could.
that.
Yeah, anything.
Why cardboard
anything
box?
that comes
because it's
necessarily
brown.
from the earth is biodegradable. So you can just mix that all together and create your own like soil. That's typically more like nutrient and better for growing plants.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that we as individuals can do to help reduce trash.
But
But
not incentivized to do it. We're not given anything in return to do it. And that was like kind of the
plus
point you have.
not only just incentives, but when do you have time to sit there and sort through all your trash? And I'm not talking like just a little bit of recycling. I'm talking all your organics, all your
Well, that's why you have different bins. You just throw them in.
Yeah, but even then, like
you're doing
different bins are great, but how much space are you willing to sacrifice for all these different bins?
7 trash cans.
Do you separate everything?
Like cans, water bottles, papers.
You separate all that?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with it?
Take it to the
melt it on the
recycling
cans.
place, or like the greens and paper, I put in the compost.
You can compost that stuff,
Yeah.
but so you take all that stuff to a recycle center.
Yeah. And then everything else just...
I'm not doing that. I get a recycle bin from the company that does my recycling. So I do throw my recyclables in the recycling bin. But if somebody was like, "Oh no, we're gonna need you to separate this and this and this and this and this," and
you're done.
And I've got fucking
but if you do it
and
that
I've got
way,
7 fucking trash cans outside my house. No, go fuck yourself.
If you do it that way, then the amount of actual trash you have is very small.
I have like 1 bag of trash a week.
Yeah.
Because I do recycle the things that, whatever happens with it is not on me, but...
See, I'm really bad at I'll keep, when we get stuff from Amazon, I take all the boxes and I'll store them, I'll break them down and just store them in, and then when I get enough of them, I take them over to the recycling.
Oh, yeah, see, I just throw mine in my recycle bin, but again, if I had to pay extra for my recycling bin, I wouldn't have one.
Right.
And I know that sounds bad, but... No, I'm not going to go through all that. And I'm certainly not going to pay more to quote unquote recycle. Oh, Cincinnati won.
Who'd they play?
Carolina.
Well,
Yeah.
whoop-de-doo.
But I don't know. It's all whatever.
Today's going to be a short episode.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We're about an hour and a half in.
We're an hour and a half, yeah. We're good. Anybody got anything? Any closing words? 31, you were over there looking at your phone? Mm-hmm. Anything good?
A lot of muscle mommies, a lot of golf mommies.
They found out where the meteor that killed off the dinosaurs came from.
Where it
Space.
came- where it came from.
Yeah.
Space.
Its origins.
Space.
Outside of, right by, that big planet Jupiter.
Well, hold on. What?
You're talking about the belt?
The Kepler boat?
No, what I was reading was it came from around that area.
Because there's
By
the right before you get to the gas giants, there's a asteroid belt, which actually should have been another planet, but the gas giants are greedy fucks.
They got a little hungry.
Yeah,
So it
usually
came-
bigger people are greedy.
So it came from somewhere around Jupiter. Mm-hmm. And came all the way
To Earth.
to Earth.
Yeah. Boom. Hopefully it happens again.
Where did this land?
Gulf of
Yucatan.
Mexico.
Yucatan.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the water?
Doesn't matter.
I'm just wondering.
I don't know. Was it water back then? Who knows?
That's a good question, too.
Yes, because there was dinosaurs.
But was that water?
He's saying where it impacted, was there water there?
I think so, because there's they've noticed that there's like very nutrient rich soil that's a perfect sphere or a perfect semicircle around in the Yucatan, that they think that's probably the best chance of them where it landed.
So it made its own composting pile?
Basically, yeah.
When are we gonna bring back the dinosaurs, man?
Dude, have you not seen Jurassic Park?
I don't care.
I did it on purpose. It hasn't been in my head.
I want to see dinosaurs. I don't care about the Jurassic Park sequence. I know the
watch,
risks.
Just watch Congress. There's plenty of dinosaurs there.
Well,
Wrong kind of dinosaurs.
I'm sure they all make their own unique old people sound. So
Haven't they brought back like animals from extinction?
they're the woolly mammoth. They're
Yeah.
They're bringing it back
Yeah.
next year.
yeah, they're actually
That's
going
what
to do
I was.
that one.
That's specifically what I was thinking of. I mean, that's kind of a dinosaur.
Yeah, but now let's do the like Velociraptor, T
Well,
Rex.
the problem is the reason why those animals were able to get so large was due to the atmosphere at the time.
The amount of oxygen
Yeah.
in the air.
So a creature that large couldn't survive as well.
So we'll have mini dinosaurs.
Well,
That would be fun.
we could bring them back.
They could be like pets.
Oh my god!
A pet T-Rex.
Meow.
I have a pet Stegosaurus just in my house
Why don't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
because the P is silent.
Yes.
Not to tell my kid that one.
Nice.
You got that quick.
Yeah.
Have you heard that before?
No, but it just made sense to me immediately when I was like, "Oh yeah, that's got to be it."
No, I don't know. I mean, literally after seeing Jurassic Park, though, I don't know that that's
A good idea.
a good idea.
No, it's a great idea.
Is it though?
We just built it on an island. We're good.
Yeah,
The
that's what they did
Jurassic
last
World
time.
sequence isn't happening.
on 3 Mile Island.
No, because
What?
3 Mile Island is
Yeah, that's
not exactly.
That's not really an island.
Yeah.
Not to mention, have you seen Godzilla?
We're already doing Jurassic Park. Might as well do Godzilla too.
For all we know, there already is a Godzilla. You know. Oh, that was another ride I rode. Was Kong Skull Island? Not a great ride. Although we had bad seats. So
So that's probably why.
yeah, but that was kind of cool. If I could see what the fuck was happening. But
Okay. I guess there is a lot of shit. Like Universal does a lot of shit.
there's
Yeah.
so much shit.
I remember I did go to Universal as a kid, and I remember seeing you go down the street, right? You take this little tour, and you're in like a little tour, not a scooter, but like a wagon, right? You got the thing in the
cart?
It's like a trolley, more like
yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And so you go down the street, and it's all these fucking houses from all these TV shows.
Yeah, I was telling them about that.
That was super cool. I remember seeing like the Golden Girls house.
Well, when I went down, everything was set up for horror nights and stuff. So.
Yeah, not the same.
This was cool, courtesy of my sister-in-law. We got to do this Unmask the Horror tour the next day after we did horror nights.
way.
So,
No, it's
right.
Yeah. It's
But,
just upside down to us. He can't read upside down.
I got to
How's
see-
he a mailman? I don't know.
whatever. I got to see all the or 3 of the houses with like the lights on and stuff. So that was super cool. Like all the effects and blood and all the stuff going on.
Cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I was a very young kid when I went, so that's all I remember was the Golden Girls house
Nice.
and the Jaws ride.
That's not there
It's
anymore.
not there
I know.
anymore. They took it out.
There's a big shark hanging up, but there is no Jaws
That
ride.
ride was so fucking amazing and scary all at the same time.
They have a whole nother ride there that's like gigantic. The whole setup for it.
Yeah, they
but
put
it's
Harry
not,
Potter world there.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't work. They don't utilize it anymore.
The Jaws ride was actually pretty nuts because they had like you get fucking flooded.
What was that?
Right, and then like the shark would bite something and fucking fire would just erupt, and you got all this water and fire, and it was nuts.
They still have a lot of rides like that with like fire and stuff, and like just simulated
And
just
it's
craziness.
so fucking hot
Yeah.
when that fire fucking.
The Mummy did that in that
Oh,
ride.
true. Yeah.
You also get wet in rides, like water just splashes on you, like when the scene's going on, and you're like, oh my god, and
you
like
get
there's-
wet.
Yeah, you get wet.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Yeah, that's why.
But you do get
I said
wet. You get wet.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I rode the Doom Tower and like the Marvel Spider-Man section that they have there. So I rode Spider-Man too. That one was really cool. So
Do you get to shoot webs from your wrist?
so Universal has like the rights to the cartoons that
okay.
aired forever ago. So they're able to like have that in their park still. And the Doom Tower is just like the power towers at like Cedar Point and stuff. But the whole queue is Dr. Doom talking about how he built this to steal your fear. And when you get on it, there's like a thing over your head that's to steal the fear from you. So it's super cool.
That's some Monsters Inc. shit.
Yeah. So you get shot up. You can't see anything in this one though. And I'm just sitting there waiting. We get launched and I'm like, okay, that was a lot, but it was super fun.
And then you fall.
And then you fall.
Cool.
It's the double.
The double.
You get shot up and then you get dropped the fuck down.
Do you bounce?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. That's fun. Well, all right. Anything? Peanut Gallery?
Nope.
They need
No.
to bring dinosaurs back. That's it.
Yeah, bring back the dinos. Dino DNA.
I don't. It's just like being on a phone call with him. Mm-hmm. You're about 10 minutes too late to that conversation.
Yeah, no.
Oh, they're making an electric Hummer.
Oh, they done been making that.
Oh.
EV.
I mean, I guess it's a little bit better on fossil fuels, but not by much.
It has that crab walk. Its wheels will turn to like a 45-degree angle. You can.
I like the
For people that can't
one
parallel
that
park.
can spin around in a circle.
Oh yeah, like on its own.
Is
Yeah.
that like a Land Rover or I don't know what.
I'd like to have one of those cars that have the Omni wheels.
Yes.
That'd
The
be
wheels
so
that,
much.
so they're wheels when you're driving, but they have the ability to literally just they have like casters in them almost.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, they're individual little caster wheels so that
And
when
you
you're
can
driving straight, but the way they, you can be sitting still and just go.
Oh yeah. that'd be
Yeah.
Sweet.
yeah. See, we do some like cool shit with technology. We just don't do the right shit.
Yeah.
Like that's cool, but do we need that?
Yeah.
No.
Could you even afford it?
No, and that too. Right? Fuck.
I'd have so much fun driving like one because they have forklifts with those. I'd just be fucking spinning around.
Oh, that would be fun. It would be fun just to drive a forklift.
I used to do that.
I used to
never
do
done
that
that.
when I worked at a meat factory. So
Yeah. I worked when I was Cabela's and Sears. I was the forklift operator.
And then you were certified for that, or
Yeah,
forklift or high lift?
forklift.
Okay.
what's the difference?
Well, the high lifts for the warehouses and then it goes like all.
Oh, that's the one that goes like all the way
Like
up.
fuck that shit.
No, I especially with like Sears, you know, we had the riders, so we'd have to move them with forklifts.
Fucking Sears.
Yeah, I'm old.
No, I know. Like, you guys even know what Sears is?
Yeah, they used
feel
to
like
sell
all of us have
houses.
Sears. I know what
They
Sears is.
did. They did.
I bought my washer and dryer from a Sears outlet store, so
Nice.
that was 10 years ago.
Are they still working?
Nope. Oh, the washer and dryer is still working. The Sears outlet store is not there. So no, they're not working.
Nice.
The washer and dryer are though. So
Hey, that's all that matters.
I thought my dryer broke a couple months ago, but they were just rocks from my son's pants. So that was a relief. Then I had to have a conversation with my ex about how, hey, just so you know, Si likes to put giant rocks in his pants now. So if you're gonna do laundry, just make sure there's no rocks in there.
What were you just hearing? The
I was like, yeah, I was like, oh my God. And then I'm like trying to move the clothes around. I'm like, there's nothing in here. And then I was able to find a rock. And then I found
his pants.
another rock. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm glad I found these before. Like, it did actually break my fucking dryer.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's fun, kids.
Gotta
Fucking
love
great. Did you give him the rocks?
No, I probably just threw him back outside because he'll find more rocks. So,
This is not how you tumble rocks, kid.
yep.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, I suppose we'll call it a day. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I was your host, Papa Smurf.
I'm Old Man Viking.
I be Redbeard.
I'm Florida Man.
Now I'm 31.
Bye.
We'll do it next time.
Hopefully I have more energy next time.